Why is Nick topless and wet? Like, I'm not mad about it. Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are on episode 4 of part 4 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yes.
We're on to the Perverse, or
the
Imp of the Perverse, to be specific.
I don't know what to expect for this one. The last one was the Weird, which got pretty weird, but it could have gotten weirder, to be honest.
It didn't go how I expected it to.
Yeah, Sabrina had an octopus in her stomach.
Oof. Yeah.
It was gross. And there was all these, like, red herrings that I think the show did on purpose. Like, is this new guy her fake boyfriend? Or is he the weird? Or
is he just a normal boy who happened to get caught in the mess, unfortunately? Yeah. But it did help Sabrina realize that, you know, she doesn't need to have a fake boy.
So, Roz is now a witch.
Oh, yeah. We have the new
I have
weird sisters.
Which I have mixed feelings about. It might be, like, really fun. But also I kind of like that she was, like, a normal girl with the cunning.
I mean, they don't seem to be trying to necessarily turn her into a full witch as much as she's a seer, which is
which is cool.
Which is still on par with being the cunning.
Yeah, we didn't see Harvey's reaction to
she didn't
the issue. So because we thought she was going to tell him, and then she ended up not telling him, and it's just like, oh,
right? You're like, ooh, you gotta tell him, or he gonna be real mad.
Yeah, because I mean, this is the same issue with Sabrina. It wasn't necessarily that she was a witch, but she was lying and using her powers on him without telling him, and so keeping things from Harvey is a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't mind. Maybe they'll have like a touching moment with her and Sabrina as she sort of goes over her fears, and then maybe Sabrina will be like, well, I did all these different things, you know? So I wouldn't mind if they are delaying it because of that, but I really hope they don't drag it out.
Yeah,
because that's going to mess with Harvey a lot.
And then, of course, the sweetest moment in the series happened.
Her and Nick. It was so sweet.
They sang
from The Sound of Music.
Yeah, 16 going on 17. Is that the name of the song, or is that just the main lyric?
What I'm calling it.
It came out of nowhere, but it tugged at our heartstrings. Yeah. And we are back on the Nick and Sabrina shipping boat.
I didn't really leave the boat.
It was a boat of, like, well, she can date other dudes or whatever.
Yes.
But now we're like, we want them to get back together if this is how sweet the relationship is going to be.
I mean, I'm going to assume that's where they're going if you're going to all of a sudden got real focused on Nick.
Yes.
You know, worrying about Sabrina and then them having a cute, touching moment.
Exactly. And it was so cute that it was like, I want this for the relationship. And I hope that they would show that more. They never showed it that much a bit.
I don't know. Maybe it's that whole thing of her wanting the best of Harvey and Nick and realizing that, like, Nick does have that in him.
Yeah.
He just needs it more, like, nurtured, I guess, because it's not second nature. Maybe now that he's realized he has something to lose in Sabrina, that they'll grow into having a better relationship than they did previously.
Let's see what happens in this one.
Right, you're all like, yeah, Eldritch Terrors, blah, blah, blah. But Nick and Sabrina, right, paying attention.
A vote for Sabrina Spellman and Rosalind Walker is a vote for voice. Your voice.
Yeah.
Very idealistic speech, but I feel like it is not a winning speech.
Zelda has opinions.
I can't exactly put Vanquisher of the Eldritch Terrors on my application to Vassar.
That is assuming there is still a Vassar in the days to come.
Poor Ambrose.
Speaking of Rosalind, has she told young Harvey yet?
No, she has not.
It's just a word.
It's more than a word, Ross. It's what you are.
Well,
it's one of the things that I am.
I know, right?
I mean, I do get it. He's very traumatized, but she didn't know.
You're okay. We'll be okay.
Aww.
I'm glad you told him.
I know, right? Because I feel like when you don't tell people, it just always comes out the worst.
It gets worse and worse.
Why does every girl I fall in love with turn out to be a witch?
Maybe you've got a type. I could ask Robin if he knows any lady hobgoblins.
That would be so much better. Lady hobgoblins.
I mean, it also does add perspective, though.
How's your schedule gonna work, Roz? You know, splitting your time between being co-president and a sentinel.
Oh, Harvey, jeez.
Yeah, I'll need it. I mean, you know, this is one of the few times they're not sitting right next to each other, so...
Yeah. It's not like she could know, so his animosity is so misdirected.
I mean, I know he's only known a day, I guess, but still.
It's not like she was hiding from him for very long.
For the collector of rare trinkets. Please, trinket man, come inside.
Trinket man.
I'm afraid it's not for sale.
What is happening? I don't understand this whole guy selling the Eldritch Terror kind of thing.
Sisters, the Sentinels hear me. Help me to focus my sight. The next Eldritch Terror is here.
I'm into these Sentinels. Mm-hmm. It's kind
I
of
know
creepy,
it's a little
but
sudden, but
yeah, I know.
Cool.
I kind of wish it started earlier. That's because I like it so much. The question is that really the Eldritch Terror? Because why would that guy just bring the imp and give it to him?
Well, I'm guessing it was destined or whatever.
Make it so that I've always been emperor.
Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about this storyline.
I already dislike it.
Yeah.
But that's because I know it's going to be a Father Blackwood-centric episode, and I'm not here for it. You all know how much I dislike him, so...
And being emperor, like, that would change so many things.
We're both wearing wigs. Prudence. Mm-hmm. The question is, who's going to remember first? Probably Sabrina. But still.
I don't know, it might be Prudence.
Wouldn't they be... Oh, okay, so they remember.
Yeah, I guess so. But why do they remember?
Yeah.
I mean, I could maybe get Roz because she has such, like, true
because of
sight.
the cunning, yeah.
I mean, maybe because Sabrina's part, Morning Star.
Maybe.
Praise Black.
Isn't there, like, a thing of her?
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Nice.
Some sort of glamour.
Oh my god, I kind of dig her with the glasses and the brown hair. It's so funny.
We'll begin, as we always do, with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh god, I can see where this is going. Mm-hmm. Also, can I just say, I would not stay in school right now. I'd be skipping. Get to your house, Sabrina.
I think she's trying to get some intel before she does, though. Mm.
Now, who can tell me why are witches so bad?
There's only, like, warlocks, I guess?
Because they kill babies and eat their flesh and drink their blood.
I know, because Father Blackwood's no anti-witch, even though he's technically one.
Yeah, but I feel like he's probably against witches, but maybe for warlocks.
I hate this scene so much. She just, like, explained everything for no reason. I don't even care. Just because he's emperor.
Dramatic.
Just because he's emperor doesn't mean he has, like, more magical powers or anything. He didn't wish for that. He just wished to be emperor. Surely you could still spell him.
I mean, it might be she's just trying to figure out what, like, you know, what's going on more.
But it's come to my attention that there is a witch amongst you.
Uh-oh.
Robin Goodfellow!
Oh no, Robin. No!
That's bullshit. Robin isn't a witch.
Enough dithering. Arrest the witch, Lieutenant.
Run. Go. Get out of here.
Because, yeah, I mean, he's not a witch. He's a hobgoblin.
Children, I'm afraid there's been a mistake. The witch wasn't Mr. Goodfellow. The witch is Mr. Putnam.
Oh no.
No. Where are you taking me?
How could he not just see Roz and Sabrina sitting there?
Maybe it's really changed, so he doesn't
remember either.
But I mean, they know Sabrina's wanted, but I guess maybe she hasn't gone to the school in a while in this.
Ooh, like maybe the other Sabrina.
Line.
Maybe this one that's wanted is Sabrina Morningstar.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Could be. The thing about this is, like, it is the imp of the perverse, so maybe he doesn't even necessarily have full control over this whole fantasy world, you know?
I would like that, because I wanted the Eldritch Terrors to be more independent.
Yeah, like, you know, like, you get what you wish for, but...
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was completely insane.
Mm-hmm. Do not talk about this at school.
We in a parallel Greendale? I don't know.
I mean, obviously, guys, come on.
But how do you fix it?
Maybe we're immune. We've both had contact with an Eldritch Terror. What if that contact immunized us?
That's a little weird.
Yeah. I can understand the one where it was, like, inside her, but just touching the uninvited. Surely others must have touched the Eldritch Terrors then.
Yeah, because that probably means Ambrose would probably be immune, because I feel like he's had to have touched them when he was doing his inspections.
I lived with you in that house. Our house. For years.
Does Ambrose really not remember?
I haven't the slightest inkling of who you are.
No, we need Ambrose to know everything.
I know. But we need your books, Ambrose.
I do not know what lies beyond the town's borders.
Riverdale. But where's her...
Where are the aunts? I'm so confused by this. Like, the aunts, and obviously he doesn't remember being a witch.
Maybe you need to go to the school.
But clearly witches still are there. I don't know.
If he was always emperor, obviously I guess maybe he didn't always hate witches from
I
the
have no idea.
theme of it.
And like Prudence is a witch, so oh no. I feel like this whole thing would have a bigger impact if Father Blackwood didn't used to run the school. Like, he used to already, so this is just like a return, even though it's like more extreme now.
I'm just checking out the place first.
Makes sense. Madam Spellman's used to be the best art school in the state.
Used to be?
Well, I hope you do end up going here.
No.
Yes, please start with alternate Nick. I'd appreciate it.
Right. Also, I like how they call it an art school.
Yeah, right.
We all know it's not an art school.
The Art of the Witch.
Aunt Z, I'm your niece. Sabrina.
I don't have a niece. What is this?
In this universe, was she just taken to hell, maybe? I think she might report you. I'm so worried.
We are powerful witches. You're the high priestess of the Order of Hecate.
Oh, no.
Get out of my school.
Where's Hilda?
Maybe she's married still, or...
Do you think Hilda would remember because she technically touched the darkness when she took off that guy's mask, or no?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like anybody would. It would be Hilda.
Are you in possession of any art or literature that would be in violation of state decency laws?
We have no such books or art here.
What about babies?
What?
Fatherland, show us the sign. Your children.
I like how dissatisfied Nick is.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know that it's all fake, but he's already unhappy.
Well, he already said it used to be the best school. He doesn't do well with authority.
You weren't singing with the rest of the choir.
I guess I must have forgotten the words.
Once a bad boy, always a bad boy.
No, don't hurt Nick. Sabrina, you better save him. If only he could remember he had powers.
Prudence.
No. Prudence, you gotta remember who you are.
Oh, did Sabrina cast a spell? Nice.
Oh, don't. Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Is everything okay, Rosalind?
And you, Harvey, you're no stranger to witches. You've dated 2 of them. Me and Sabrina
Keep your mouth shut, Rosalind Walker. Do you hear me?
Oh, God. What's she gonna do?
And whoever this person is that I'm looking at right now, this isn't you.
Is it working?
No.
I'm not afraid. And I won't beg.
No, but you will, witch. With your dying breath, you beg for mercy.
I think he's been through worse.
I don't understand how this world is working.
Yeah.
Like, if they weren't witches, why would they have witch stuff? Like, they wouldn't. So it doesn't make any sense.
You had a dog, Nancy. A familiar. Named Vinegar Tom.
No.
Go to the bookstore on Main Street and request
Hilda.
Mm-hmm.
People
Definitely.
there may be able to help you or not.
I love this part. This is the part of the episode that I'm into, like, the characters and her trying to connect with them.
Like, the whole sort of setup's still a little confusing, but, you know,
I'm
alternate
annoyed by the
universe.
setup, to be honest. But all of this stuff I'm into. And with Nick. Leave, Ambrose. You'll see the world. Is fine. And Blackwood's a lying liar face. Ooh, I wonder if he leaves, he'll remember.
Oh,
that's why he doesn't want them to leave town. It's because
they'll
like
the power only survives in town. Yeah.
He remembers.
And there's the normal sign.
Yes!
I remember.
Oh. Oh, it's a salesman. What?
Shit, don't do anything to Ambrose. Ooh, are you gonna get a trinket to help?
I don't know if you want a trinket from him.
So you don't have another imp that I can wish upon, do you?
Just carrying around a bunch.
Might I interest you in the sacred stone of Omphalos?
He seems to really want to sell it. I suggest you buy it.
Right?
How much for the stone?
I don't know if I'm gonna like his price.
No. It's free.
To get back at Blackwood?
Yeah, that's what I think. Because Blackwood treated him like crap.
Yeah.
Your mind will pervert again. You'll have perhaps 30 seconds of lucidity before.
Ooh, you need to make some notes on yourself, man.
It was very Doctor Who, whatever that other movie things style are. Doctor Who, you mark it. How many times have you
Find
seen
a
the
way
thing?
of locating Sabrina and quickly. Ow.
Oh, hey!
Yes!
He made it out of town. Good. Good.
If you guys could just write a note and just give it to Sabrina with the rock, then she would know.
I'm looking for Haxon. Zelda Spellman recommended it to me.
What's it?
Underground Society, obviously.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nobody would suspect Hilda.
You're not to be trusted.
Oh.
Hey.
They were sent by Zelda Spellman.
Hope you're not a spy, Miss Worldwell.
Sabrina? Is that really you?
Oh, Agatha.
What?
You recognize me? Of course, despite your bad dye job.
Was she pretending to be crazy then?
I guess.
So confused.
But when Blackwood cast a spell, my mind was somehow unwarped and...
Because you can't warp a warped mind? I don't know.
No, because it's the perverse. So it's not a parallel world, it's the perverse. So it's the opposite kind of thing. Like, it perverted... I don't know, maybe not.
No one remembers they have magical powers.
Except me.
And us for the next 25 seconds. So you must listen very, very carefully. Take the stone. It is a stone of Umpalos. The same stone that Kronos...
You don't need all this info.
Okay, use how? In what way?
It took us a minute, but once we figured it out, it was so obvious, so simple. All you have to do is,
run out of town and run back in. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't write it down. But I guess maybe it would disappear or something.
That's true.
Could we perhaps eat the stone?
What?
Well, I mean, he said it was obvious, didn't he?
No, I think you need to have Blackwood eat the stone. Because he's the center of this reality.
But I could make it into a stone soup.
Yeah,
why not?
Genius.
Yes, I'm a genius. Sorry, my aunt.
I mean, it might make them remember, I guess. But... Because then you get a dose of reality.
Like, why do I have to drink it first?
It's so funny. Because you're the most useful, Ambrose. That's why. Like the soft mystical chiming says it does.
Ambrose. Stone soup for everyone.
Wonderful. Maybe stick it in the town's water.
Preferably.
I'm worried, is Agatha gonna go back to Blackwood after this then? Ugh.
Well, yeah, she'll become insane again.
I mean, she doesn't act insane now, but like,
yeah,
she is controlled by Father Blackwood pretty much.
Yeah. Well, she's not insane in the sense of like that crazy, but in the sense of like
she originally was.
Stockholm syndrome crazy. You gonna turn in, Roz?
Please, Harvey.
Don't do it.
I don't know.
We got reports there were dissidents here. Blackwood will get suspicious if we come back empty-handed.
You have to come out with somebody.
It's gonna be Roz.
Seriously? Your girlfriend?
She was the only one back there.
I guess they don't care about them. I mean, I guess one girl, they might just think, I don't know.
How long have you been conspiring against me?
Father, I don't know what you're talking about. Traitor.
Hi.
So dramatic.
Prudence.
He made us forget. He wanted us confused and weak so that he could control us.
Nothing new there.
But now we are awake.
I mean, obviously Zella's going to be extra pissed about it because he's already done this to her once before.
Exactly.
Oh, please let this be when he dies.
Yeah, Auntie.
I don't think it's going to happen, but
God, I hope so. He can't die because he's the stupid Mark of Cain, which, like, I don't give a shit about. Just murder him already.
How did he get the Mark of Cain?
I don't remember. I do remember it happening, I just don't remember how.
Filthy, scheming witches. Thirsty for the blood of our babies.
Why is Nick topless and wet? Were they like waterboarding him? Just wondering. Like, I'm not mad about it, but
right. Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
As Giles Corey suffered in Salem, so must the accused Nicholas Scrap.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Come on, Sabrina, cast the spell.
But the problem is if you do that, then it proves he's a witch.
That's
so you have to figure out what the best course of action is.
What say you, Mr. Scratch? With your devil's name? Speak up.
Ooh, is she gonna speak to him again?
More. Wait.
Oh, no, not. Oh, Nick.
I knew
Even in my perfect world, it would only be a matter of time before you revealed yourself, Miss Spellman.
Or was it a thing of your own doing because he knew she would appear? That was a lot easier to destroy than expected. Is it the real one?
It's gotta be a fakie.
Told you you have to have him eat it.
Emperor Blackwood is a witch!
You literally hit him with a good dose of reality.
Witches? Now!
I should smite you where you stand!
Yes.
And Hilda, the dog.
Just give it a bone.
Oh, that was Lilith.
Oh.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Tell us, sweet sister, how we can end his madness.
Yes, the Sentinel connection.
Robin, can you get to the imp?
On it.
Go, Robin! Finally, we have a use for his speed.
I know. Poor Dorian.
Like trying all of the.
Oh yeah, because he can just
go super
power
fast.
through.
Wow. Okay, that took a while.
I know. I was
Poor Nick
wondering.
is stuck there for a while.
Sorry, that took a minute.
Who are you? Really?
A friend.
A hot friend? Just so you know, I could have taken a lot more weight.
Oh my god, Nick. Yes.
Oh, what took you so long?
There were like 8 million combinations.
Ooh.
Now can I go save my boyfriend? Hi.
Hi.
Aww.
It's over, Father Blackwood.
Oh my god, please don't brag, just do it.
I wish the world back to the way it was.
Does he have to make the wish?
That imp too is a false idol.
What the hell? Did he eat it?
I guess.
Working dog in Blackwood's tracks. Rest your paws and just relax.
Did you put it in his belly?
Oh god, I hope not. Or Anubis, I think, is maybe supposed to be the imp.
I don't know, maybe.
And now,
Yeah.
I wish it all back to how it was before the perversion.
But does it mean people don't remember at all?
Oh, please.
Hear me, imp.
Did it work? Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead?
Please.
Is he dead? I thought she said he was
hope so.
unkillable, but there was a reason. Oh. But she could kill him? No?
I mean, honestly, even if you can just sort of stab him and trap him for a while, I'm cool with that too.
Earlier, I was an ass.
Yeah, you were.
I freaked out.
Which you realize, so it's good.
I love you. And I'm here for you. All of you. Witch, Sentinel, co-president.
So does he remember?
I don't know.
Maybe he's got a
all
sense.
the students would remember, or maybe it's more like they have a sort of dream feeling.
Yeah, like
about it.
A vibe.
I could not kill him, so this was the next best thing.
Dismembered? Dismembered.
Yes. Good. I hope he never comes back. I swear, if they
Seriously.
bring him back, I'm gonna like rage.
Sabrina, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
What's up?
Yes. Let's go.
I still have feelings for you. Sabrina Spellman. We're endgame.
Okay. I forgot that was in the trailer.
It's so cute, though.
That was the end.
I know. So it's like we know what you're really interested in. It wasn't the imp. It was Nick and Sabrina.
That's right.
It was cute.
We need to pause because I got to go to the bathroom really bad.
I think this is probably my least favorite episode of the season
agreed.
so far. Partially just because I'm not into like the sort of perverse universe. We've already had like the sort of her going to the past and like having to recreate things.
We normally love alternate worlds, but the thing here is that this alternate world, a huge amount of it is just a repetition of what happened when Father Blackwood was in charge. He was after Sabrina when he was in charge. He controlled the school, so the statue was like his choice. He even had changed the statue from the Dark Lord to like
his thing,
so,
Judas, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit repetitive of previous seasons. Once if we move on from the Blackwoodness of it all and sort of when we got mid-episode, I did enjoy like what they did with it, like, you know, the whole rebellion, and that Agatha's not
exactly
insane in this setting because it's perversion.
Yeah, and the connection she had with Aunt Z trying to convince her that she was Sabrina, even though we've had a little bit of that with Auntie being controlled by Blackwood before, I did really like that moment where she's like, you had a dog, and she's really connecting with them as characters. The same with her connection with Roz trying to convince Harvey. I feel like that could have even been a little bit stronger, but I did really like it when she was like, just remember that you're a good man who like protected your friends and stuff. I thought that was really effective, so that when he found the group, I was a little worried that he was going to just turn them in, because last episode they had 16 going on 17 for the song, and so I thought it might go a Sound of Music way where she's like, please don't, and then he does, and then he calls them anyway. But they didn't do that, and I really like the way they did it, where they were like, well, I'm gonna have to give you up.
I enjoyed at the end where like Agatha helps Prudence realize the truth along with the other Sentinels, but because the whole thing, I feel like the Weird Sisters was such a big thing, and to like completely throw it away was just really like sort of sad when it happened. New Weird Sisters. So I liked the throwback call to it, because that was one thing I had really enjoyed before. And it makes me sad that Agatha doesn't get more to do, because I liked all the girls. So
because out of the three of them, Agatha was definitely the most bitchy. Like Prudence is upfront and dislikes Sabrina, and she's bitchy in that way, but Agatha was like mean bitchy. So
she had personality for sure.
She's an interesting character. Dorcas is definitely like the least.
Sorry, Dorcas.
No, I meant like
no, I know what you mean. She had the least amount of like depth, I guess. It
is kind of was sad that she was working for Father Blackwood, so I'm glad that that's over with. So I hope that's the last we see of Father Blackwood, by the way. So I did love that Robin had a purpose here.
Agreed. That was enjoyable.
Yeah, I love that he took off running when he was going to get arrested to be a witch, and then the whole thing where it only is affecting the town. So once you leave the town, you remember. I loved that. And then, but he asked for an explanation. It was like, well, the imp still has his impish ways. I'm like, I didn't need you to explain it for me.
Because I would have assumed it.
I would have just assumed, first of all, that maybe it only starts in Greendale, or, and then has to grow, like takes time to cover the rest of the world. That's what I would have assumed happened, because we've had this before where they're talking about the Eldritch Terrors. They start where they start, and then they'll eventually take over the whole world, like the Darkness would have. So I assumed that is what was going on, and they were like, he just has his impish ways. I was like, I didn't need you to explain that to me. I would have assumed a rational explanation.
Yeah, especially because, that's a common thing. I mean, that's part, I was going to say, like, I think that's part of the reason why Sabrina was still Sabrina, even. Maybe not even her powers, but it's, Father Blackwood at the end was like, I knew that even here you would rise up. I think that, like, the imp would have known that of Father Blackwood, and he's like, well, then I'm going to give you what you want. And have her remember who she is.
There were almost too many confusing plot holes in the setup as well. So that's one of the issues. Like we were like, why was Lilith there and not Mrs. Wardwell? If he was always the Emperor.
Yeah, because with his phrasing, he said, I wish I was always Emperor. That's what confuses me. If he had said just from then, like, I wish I was Emperor, then it would make sense. Even still,
it would only be Mrs. Wardwell. It would not be Lilith. Because Lilith is in hell. Dark Lord didn't show up in this alternate universe.
Yeah.
So it's true. Like, what?
Well, because the thing is, if he had said, like, I wish I was Emperor, then I would maybe try to figure out where in the timeline he became Emperor. But saying you were always Emperor made it, like, extra confusing.
Yes.
Because then a lot of this doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, because we were like, how would these people have met? How would they not have met? Who has... What was Sabrina being there? This is a perfect world, so clearly Sabrina, like, never existed because her aunts don't react to her, and he only put those pictures up because he knew that she would show up, even though it's his perfect world. But it's just...
don't look too far into
there's also,
the background.
Like, Roz had touched the uninvited, and thus she remembered.
Which wasn't needed. I would have just assumed it, again, was her cunning.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't be,
like this
tricked.
Is over-explaining this, thus creating more plot holes for us.
But I feel like maybe the whole point of this episode was to get rid of Father Blackwood, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, agreed. I love that part.
And like, obviously, as we said, there was moments we did enjoy in it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, I loved all the Sabrina and Nick flirting. It's so funny. I feel like I often enjoy couples more in alternate worlds, like the Nancy Drew and Nick.
Yeah.
That was, there's just something about it.
There's no pressure. It's just funny. It's cute.
Yeah. So I loved that whole thing where she had, like, to help him sing because he was too stubborn to do it in front of the Emperor because he just likes him so much. The whole talk about the hot friend and everything. Like, their instant connection in this episode, I just loved it. And I really enjoyed seeing Sabrina with the brown hair and the glasses. I think it was really fun.
Yeah, I definitely like my favorites from this was like Nick and Sabrina, which isn't surprising, and then Agatha and prudence in those moments.
The thing about Agatha is that I felt like it was such a surprise. We were very confused at first because she's technically crazy when she's hanging out with Father Blackwood because he convinced her to do this, but she plays straight most of the time this season. Like when she's talking to Mrs. Wardwell, she's always like not as crazy as she was when she was crazy in the last season.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I realize now because of the whole thing. So I loved that she was on it. Like she had regained her sense of self, and it's so sad because it's only for this time.
For
she
her,
knew that going back would make her crazy again, and I kind of wish that they had emphasized that.
What she's sacrificing.
Yeah, exactly. She could be like, it doesn't matter that I'm crazy in the other world. This is not the way the world's supposed to be. There's a car alarm going off, and it is driving me crazy. Is it our car? Open the door and check.
Mom? Is that our car?
Okay. It was our car.
Fun times. But yeah, because for Agatha, for everybody else it goes back to normal, but for her she just goes back to being like lost in her own brain because she's been tortured essentially.
I'm really glad that it was Prudence who got to kill Father Blackwood, but I feel like it was a bit anticlimactic because it was so not epic.
Right.
And to be
we
honest,
also didn't get to see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, she just like stabbed him in the chest. It was like, what up? So we were like, is he dead? Is he not dead? Because we knew he couldn't die, so it was confusing. Yes. Who's the trinket man? And why is he there?
Right. I know. I was like, is he just like a delivery for the Perverse? Or...
Which I'm kind of
liked
him.
By,
because I like that the other Eldritch Terrors have independent thought. I agree. I like the trinket man, but I just feel like, for me, the fact that it was just so that Father Blackwood could make this wish, he could make this wish probably with lots of other magical things. It doesn't have to be this whole empathetic Perverse, so the Eldritch Terror was a bit meh.
Yeah, this is probably like my least favorite of the Eldritch Terrors, which is slightly sad. But I mean, actually, I kind of knew that going in. I was like, oh, the Perverse, because I didn't know exactly what it was going to be.
Because a lot of the others sounded
abstract.
Also more exciting. The weird,
the uninvited,
the darkness.
They all sound like names of horror movies. You know, right? The Uninvited is the name of a horror movie. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
So probably we'll enjoy the next one more. I don't want to say that this was a bad episode. I think it's just the fact that I really, really dislike Father Blackwood that makes this such a... Like, anytime he's on screen, I'm, like, bored. I think that if you didn't have that kind of feeling about Father Blackwood, you'd probably enjoy this episode a lot more than me.
Yeah, I think the last time I thought Father Blackwood was really interesting was when he was, like, full on... manic with the Eldritch Terrors. He had the crazy hair and all that.
For me, it's just been too long.
I know, but I feel like that's the last time he was really interesting. So I'm happy that they sort of moved on from him because you already have the Eldritch Terrors. You don't need him. The Eldritch Terrors can take care of themselves, I'm sure. Honestly, I really wish one of the Eldritch Terrors had killed him is what I had wanted to happen. Like, it's nice that Prudence gets to, but it's just a very nice, very, like, you know, like, comeuppance of consequences for your own actions.
Yes,
so that's what I've been hoping
would happen.
You worship
this monster. Well, congratulations, this monster will kill you.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was hoping it would go as. Or that it would drive you completely insane and then you wouldn't be anything anymore. Because that's what I'm hoping would happen with the weird. But then it didn't exactly, and I was disappointed.
Yeah, not much happened with the weird, to be honest.
I still really like the season.
For him, I mean. Not in general, but like specifically
for his.
Oh yeah, no, I still enjoy the season, and I still enjoyed a lot of the connections the characters are making. I like that so much more than last season. I'm really looking forward to a lot of things that are coming up.
Agreed.
Like, so.
How is Sabrina going to respond to Nick's declaration? Is she ready?
Right?
Is she not ready? I don't know. Will anybody remember what happened here, or will it be brought up at all again? I probably don't think it will.
They weren't so clear about whether people remembered or not, or whether they just had a general feeling of what had happened, you know?
Or those that, like, at least had, like, the reality stone, would they remember?
I think that those are the ones that did remember.
Yeah, but would everybody else not?
The stone soup.
I don't know. That was funny. It was very like child because that's the book, like Stone Soup or whatever. Yeah,
I thought they were going to be like, let's drag them all out of town, you know, so that they'd remember. I thought it'd be something like that. So
I thought it was going to be like, Father Blackwood had to like eat the stone or something because he's immortal. You know, they're talking about like they're titans, we can't eat stones, and I was like, probably Father Blackwood has to eat it, but I guess you just have to hit him in the face with it, so that works too.
I also didn't understand Father Blackwood's like witch thing, like what his distaste of witches, like to get rid of all the witches. It just why, like
if you're emperor,
like what?
Maybe it's a true reflection of self-hatred for himself.
Yeah, maybe.
That he hates this part of him, and he always wanted to be like human, but he couldn't. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about that.
I'm really looking forward to episode 5. Mm-hmm. I hope you guys are too. Let us know how you enjoyed this episode or didn't enjoy it, what you liked, what you didn't like,
etc.
Yes.
All that jazz. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps out our channel a lot, and we will see you in episode 5. Bye.
Let my slippers on.
What an water.
Falling over.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time I'll win.
Oh, I was gonna say he'll stay.
Oh,
we're singing 2 different verses. We're probably singing it all out of order.
Yep. Wish, want. Something's bound to begin. Oh,
why is this happening?
Stuck in my head.
Why is this happening?
Because I just needed to play it out.
We should perhaps learn proper lyrics for things.
Your yawn made me yawn.
That's how they work.